What's good, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Carter Sports Coverage. I'm your boy SB Cash.
What's good? It's your boy Ryan.
Back with another week, mid-preseason. As everybody knows, only 3 preseason games this year. They didn't cut a game out, so we midway through week 2 of the preseason. We'll talk about a little bit of camp battles, best quarterback camp battles in this episode. Talk about the AFC divisional look. The AFC divisions look at every division. And then the NBA, we want to talk about LeBron James, and we'll talk about what teams we feel like improved the most through free agency thus far in the NBA. So, without further ado, you already know, man, what we got to say. Shout out to Feed Me Sandwich Kings. Come get you a sandwich. Shout out to DJ Marv. Keep going hard. So, bro, I want to talk about first, man, the best quarterback camp battles going on right now in NFL season, teams leading up. We'll talk about the best ones. My top 3, I feel like, I don't know if you have other ones, you can put them out there. My top 3, I feel like the Panthers quarterback battle is big. I feel like the Seahawks battle, it's big because they need a quarterback. And then I feel like the Steelers is a little open too. The Steelers quarterback job is a little open too. So let's talk about the first one, Carolina Panthers. Boom. Who you got, man? Who you got going into this? Because from the camp reports, bro, nobody's really separating themselves between Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. How you feel?
Baker need to come out and get the job. It's just like picking, you feel me, 2 poisons. They both suck. I just think Darnold suck a little worse than Baker. I was watching them, you feel me, you see the coach keep saying, you feel me, it's open, I'm waiting for somebody to come get the job, you feel me?
And this is camp over. Like, that was whole training camp thing, and they're still waiting for somebody.
They say they waiting, I guess, so after this preseason game, they're going to go ahead.
And they didn't even play with neither of them yesterday. They didn't play Baker or Sam. They let the PJ and the other guy ride. So it's really weird to me because I've been tuned into their camp every day just to see, because you know that's big. Everybody been checking the stats, bro. Like, Baker's really not really earning the job where we're looking at it.
That ain't no shocker.
It is to me. But the other shocker is Sam ain't pulling away with it either.
That ain't no shocker either.
Sam's just floating around. So I remember you had said that early, like when the quarterbacks is not that good, the camp battle really ain't that great. And
camp can't be good. You feel me? Don't nobody know. You can't get no time in with just one person. You feel me? They don't know who gonna,
like the preseason.
Neither one of them going. I was about to say who gonna be their leader, but I wouldn't have neither one of them be my leader. You feel me? If I was on the Panthers,
I feel like it's gonna be Baker because the media is pushing Baker. Like, every time they talk about this, the media is like, we feel like room. No, it is. It's going. I mean, it shouldn't. That's why I say the coaches got to be strong.
You gonna let the media put who playing quarterback for you? Who gonna lead your team?
They gonna have to, especially playing the Browns week 1. It's gonna be that's their best bet as an organization.
That's just a good narrative to have.
The narrative to make people watch and put their eyes on. But if you really throw Sam out there, I mean, like, come on.
So then they can't do that for Baker and have Baker play week 1 just because it's the Browns didn't go with it.
I think that's I think that's what's going on. I don't feel Baker. I feel like Baker ain't earning his job, but he's maybe slightly better. But he's not even like, if you look at the last preseason game, Sam threw a touchdown. It was like 2 for 3. He threw a touchdown, but then Baker comes in. They let him throw like 10 or so passes. He really didn't throw a touchdown. They
could have. I've seen the one he threw.
So all of it is confusing me. I don't know who's really doing better.
Neither one of them doing.
So the media just keeps saying
they both doing bad by themselves.
We think it's Baker. We think Baker's gonna be the one. But that's what the ESPN.
You can't listen to the media.
Right.
They both suck.
But I think they're going. I think
they both suck the same.
That's just crazy. That's thing that nobody's like pulling away. Maybe somebody will in these next days of practice. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what's going on there. Then let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks camp battle. All right, as y'all know, Drew Lock coming from the Broncos in there, battling against Geno Smith, man, the longtime journeyman, trying to solidify a starting role, man. What you think about that one, man? Like, from what I'm hearing out of that camp, man, it's the same type of deal. It's the same type of deal.
I don't know who to go with in that one. That's tough. I don't know. I don't like Geno. Damn,
I like Drew Lock a little bit.
I guess go with Lock.
I'm not really. I was a fan of Geno in college. Haven't been a fan of him as a pro. I don't really feel he'll lead them anywhere.
He's going to be a career backup, man.
He could probably stand in there and win them a few games, maybe. But I'm even looking at it like, will he even win them a few games? Like,
I got the Seahawks and Falcons, and I don't know. I'm waiting for somebody to reveal themselves, but them gonna be the top 3 picks. Seahawks is in it, Falcons is in it. I'm waiting for who the season at 13.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Probably the Jets if Zach Wilson fucked up.
Yeah, that's a big key thing too. Just Zach Wilson tore meniscus out for at least 4 weeks.
Yep.
Should be better. But yeah, that's a crazy camp. I'm gonna go with Drew Lock in that one though. I think Drew Lock gonna pull that out over Juno.
Yeah, me too.
I think Drew Lock, cause the younger guy, he probably. I don't know. I'm just going with Drew Lock. Next one, let's talk about Steelers camp battle, man. Cause they got an intriguing one. Mitchell Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, and the young boy. What's his name?
Rudolph needs to be the bottom of it.
Don't do that.
For real.
Rudolph, man, come on. That's the thing, though.
Yo.
Rudolph, I feel like he's not going to set the top off, but he can win you some games. He
Start
can game manage.
Go ahead and start Trubisky. Test it out. You feel me? See how he do. You feel me? And then if it gets shaky, then you go to the rookie.
Pickett.
Yeah, that's what y'all got him to see what he look like.
Yeah, Pickett. He's
then
definitely in the conversation.
Rudolph need to be third.
I think Rudolph need to get the nod
over Trubisky.
But I know they can't do it because Trubisky giving the most upside, right? Because he's a little faster.
Because he better. And that ain't even saying much. Trubisky better than
like Mason can run that though, bro. He's been there the longest out of all them 3. He know Tomlin. He know the playbook. Like it's one of them deals like Sam Darnold got, but. You know what I'm saying? Where the other guy's more talented, maybe, but you know the system.
I go with the rookie before I go with Mason.
But no, I believe Trubisky gets that job just because the upside. You know what I'm saying? He can scramble out a little bit. He started at the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like they go straight to Mason if that don't work out. Maybe Pickett though. Pickett's been in the late. They keyed in on that. The Steelers.
I seen Pickett doing a little bit of something.
Yeah, and he was like they're going to him in practice with the.
They got a connection with the dude. They other rookie receiver. What's his name? Pickens.
Yeah,
Pickens.
I don't know the full name, but
Pickens.
Something like that. Yeah,
Pickens.
He do got a
Pickens.
connection with him
saying?
for sure. So yeah, look out. Those are the couple. You got any camp battles you look at? This is one to pay attention to too. It's not really a camp battle because I believe bro will we know who's the starter, but I think it could change really quick. Giants. Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor. I give that a short leash. Listen, I say if they get to week 6, week 8, and it's looking bad, they going straight to Tyrod. I think they not even gonna play with Daniel this year, bro. Like, if you don't show us, you gonna come out and get, because that's a nice little intriguing camp battle too. Tyrod's had a great camp. He's some people think he should start over Daniel Jones. How you feel?
I ain't heard nothing about that one. I don't even know Tyrod played for the Giants.
Yes, sir. That's a nice little battle brewing up out there. I don't know. I like Daniel, but man, it's time. He's at that point. He's at that point where it's like, all right, bro.
But Daniel, he'll make a big splash play. You feel me? Every now and then with his legs or something. You feel me? Or he'll make something happen. And Tyrod, he just always safe. He just all right. You can't do nothing with him. He ain't. Yeah.
Tyrod takes some chances, but he can't game manage. Tyrod can't game manage, so maybe that's what they just Saquon back. Maybe they told him out.
I don't know if they ground game that dominant to just be able to have a manager at the quarterback.
They got talented receivers.
They got some pieces. They got Slayton. They got Kenny Galladay. They got Kadarius Toney. They traded Evan Ingram. Yeah, but he wasn't doing much anyways. But yeah, they got a couple pieces.
Yeah, so that's just camp battles, man. Pay attention to who can actually win these starting jobs, man. So next thing I want to talk about, just a quick AFC look. All right, I'm gonna talk about the divisions of the AFC, and then Ryan, you give me your pick of who you think will win it, and I'm gonna give you my pick. So boom, let's start with the AFC North, bro. As y'all know, Cincinnati Bengals went to the Super Bowl last year. They got the Cleveland Browns coming in, just got Deshaun Watson, but he will have to serve 11-game suspension, but coming in with a great D and a great run game. Baltimore Ravens get Lamar Jackson back healthy in the fold. And Pittsburgh Steelers looking to figure it out.
Back.
Yeah, and getting him back. So, who you got in this division? Who you think coming out on top? AFC North, man.
I'm going to just go with the...
Intriguing, I feel like. This is one of the best divisions in the
I'm going with the Bengals.
Bengals like again? Joe Burrow?
I just like their roster better, top to bottom. I like... Baltimore ain't got no receivers. They too one-dimensional for me.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna pick Baltimore to win the division.
I probably would have said Cleveland if they ain't have that going with Deshaun Watson. But since they
I would have definitely picked the Browns if the Deshaun Watson suspension. But with the suspension, I'm still looking at the Cincinnati to be the favorite, but I'm going with the Ravens up to win the division. But I'm looking at it like, well, Cincinnati will still make the playoffs too. Like, you know how you can send.
Man, you said who gonna win the division?
They still could make the playoffs though.
But who gonna win the division?
Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Ravens
to win it.
Yeah. And that's no slight to the Bengals. I still think they're going to make the offs. I just think the record-wise, I think the Ravens will have a slightly better record, and they'll have just as good. It'll be slightly under, and they'll make wild card. It's just like how we did last year with the 49ers, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Rams. We all three was in the playoffs. So I think that y'all can both have a good record. But then, them is the top two. Them the top two. I'm going with the Ravens. He's going with the Bengals. Next division, AFC South. Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts. Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville Jaguars, bro. Who you going with to take this division? Indiana just got Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? That should be a good addition. Tennessee's back in the fold. Derrick Henry back. That's got Robert.
I'm gonna go with the Titans.
That's a good pick.
I'm gonna go with the Titans. Over the Colts.
Right. I like the Titans. I want to pick Indy, but I'm not gonna pick Indy. I think they will be much improved with Matt Ryan. But I like Tennessee, man, getting Derrick Henry back and getting Robert Woods, bro. That gives them, you know what I'm saying? They move the stick receiver.
Right, like, that's what I'm going with them.
Definitely.
They got a little better on defense, too.
Definitely, yeah. So we both picking Tennessee out of that one. AFC East, Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, and the New England Patriots. Bills again. Bills have been a favorite to win this the last couple of years. Picking the Bills again.
Bills. My guy Josh
going crazy. Miami has made huge additions, bro.
Right.
So I feel like they're next in line to threaten Bills. But I gotta go with Bills. I feel like they have the strongest team. New England could be in the fold too, man. You never can count out a Belichick team. Then AFC West, man, gets big. Las Vegas Raiders, Denver Broncos, Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Chargers, man. Quarterback-driven division. Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, Pat Mahomes, Justin Herbert. Who you going with to win this division, man?
Paper probably say go with the Chargers.
On paper, the Chargers?
On paper.
Oof.
I'm going to go with Broncos, though. I'm going to go with the Broncos.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Russell already know, you feel me? He the one. He know what it takes. He been there. So do Mahomes.
Right.
But I just like Broncos roster better.
It's a tough one this year. You feel me? Devontae comes to the Raiders. I feel like, if anything, it should elevate.
I don't like their defense.
Yeah, that's gonna be key. Denver, I feel like that's my AFC Super Bowl. I mean, team to pick to come out the AFC. Denver, obviously getting Russell Wilson. They got a lot of additions. Kansas City can't count them out. Got Pat Mahomes. Then the Clippers.
I said the Clippers.
I said the Clippers. The Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. You get Justin Herbert
right there. They look the best to me
Joe
on the
Bosa,
paper.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just waiting to see the Chargers. You know, they always been right there, even when they have Phillip. Though for me, I got to take that next step, right?
You gotta see who put it together. These are great. So we did the AFC this week. Next week we'll come to y'all with the NFC picks of all those divisions. But that's the AFC. So man, tune in. We got one more week of preseason than that. Let's switch it to the NBA, man. Like, has everybody heard, man, the news? LeBron James, one of the best players we've ever seen in this league.
Best player you ever seen.
LeBron James has signed a new 2-year deal, $97.1 million deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. Staying in LA.
He stayed with a 2-year.
Stay with a 2-year, man. Shout out to Bron, man. If people have been paying
We're doing
attention,
it the right way, man. Bron.
Yeah, shout out to Bron doing it. He never gets locked into these long, big deals.
And he always complete them.
He always.
They ain't never long, but he always.
So he gets that big annual number by doing these small deals. I always look at it like that. Like, I feel like the NBA, when they give people big money, they want the longer contract so they can push the money out over the years, right? Like, LeBron's been doing these small deals where annually he's getting huge amounts.
And he can leave if he wants to. You feel me? He can control it. If it ever get too bad or they ain't doing right.
Yeah, I think it's an option on that last year.
But he could leave, so he always been smart with that.
Shout out to that. Do you feel they will bring another championship within these 2 years with LeBron signing back?
No, I gotta see.
We all think it's a possibility, but
they got Darvin coming in. I don't know. He getting older.
And do you think after this 2 year?
I know what Bron could do. You feel me?
Take people around him.
Yeah, it's just I gotta see if AD back on. If AD back out, he was playing. When you feel me?
Russ get back. If Russ come back to the way he used to be,
I ain't even worried about Russ. For real. I just feel like if AD come out, he dominant.
Then they can do it.
Everybody,
they already
fall in
showed
line.
Them two do it. They can.
Yeah.
Right. This is another question. Do you think? Because I doubt this is it. Like he did this 2-year deal, then I'm hanging it up.
He gonna see where Bronny get drafted,
and then go sign there.
Yep.
So he could possibly do this again, bro. Like a 2-year, he can always score in that ballpark. 2-year, $90 million some deal. So you know what I'm saying? You think that'll probably happen in 2 years?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Shout out to LeBron, man.
Shout out to Bron.
Definitely.
Best player we ever seen. What else you got?
Then talk about the most improved teams you feel like that we've seen through free agency and trade so far. So I'll go. I feel like the most, I'll say probably Philadelphia 76ers, Dallas Mavericks, and who really added some pieces like where we looking like, ooh, now like. Miami low-key stayed that Miami and Phoenix kept
They feel like they getting all new shit, even though they already been there. You feel me? The Clippers.
Yeah, but it
just feel like it's, you feel me?
But the John Wall was huge, and I feel like but
they finally made it last
they
year.
had a crazy run this year, but it wasn't losing games after the second.
I've been on the Bucks. Every trick.
I was on them when they won the championship.
Come out.
See, that's what they can come out again.
That's what I've been picking. I'll stay with the Bucks.
They really ain't make no super addition.
Don't matter.
So who you don't have no other teams you feel like made a crazy addition where you looking at them like, oh, I wasn't looking at them like that, but now that they got these people,
Clippers,
John Wall, they push them over.
That's it.
All right, man. So that's our teams we got looking most improved, man. This is the end of this week's episode. As y'all know, if you have any product y'all want to advertise, man, hit us in the DM. Let us know. Put it on the table, man. Get the word out about it, man. This is Carter Sports Coverage, bro.
Put it on the table.
You got anything else for us, bro?
Jerry, go ahead and do what you need to do. We signed Anthony Barr. I feel like we need to go ahead and try to bring in Roquan. You feel me? He out there. I heard our name was in the mix with Roquan, which we get Barr, Roquan, and Layton. You feel me? As the 3, and then we could get Parsons coming off the edge.
And Dak just had his best camp. What they saying?
You know what I mean? Focus on the Roquan. Focus on Roquan. Let's get Roquan in the building, and we can be even better than we was last year. We do that.
Right, man. Shout out to the Cowboys, bro. Shout out to the Rams, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Heating up. Cuts coming. Cuts coming this week.
Cold cuts.
Check y'all next week, man.